Bonjour, monsieurs. Welcome to the chat, everybody. And welcome to Endless Legend, which was actually donated to me by somebody who's in chat right now. Ryza, or as he's asked me to call him from now on, Paul. Thank you very, very much, man, either way. So yes, this is pretty much the very, 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 very first 4X game I have ever played, as far as I know anyway. If I've ever played a 4X game before, I have absolutely no idea that I've done it. I also probably want to turn up the volume on this thing. Just a wee bit so you guys can hear what's going on here. I mean, this guy over down here just keeps getting zapped with electricity. You'd think we'd get something a little more out of it than just this very peaceful music here. God, everybody's showing up tonight. Nice, guys. Sid Meier games are 4X? Okay. Oh, you know what's also the most beautiful thing about playing this tonight? It's mostly mouse controlled, which means I get to play with my fidget cube. Yes. And I promise not to make the clicking too annoying in the background. Yeah, you don't want to be listening to that the whole stream, so I'll just keep this way over here. Let's actually do a tutorial scenario before we do this. Oh, you know what else I managed to do today? I actually baked something. I made a little bit of pound cake. 2 steps, they called it, which is kind of bullshit because it was more than just... It was just mix and bake, but I felt like, well, I kind of want to dress this up with a little bit of homemade icing, too. And it's through this process that I now understand why cake is a sometimes food, because it took pretty much every pan and bowl and utensil we had to make it happen. It's good, though. God, I love it. I love the fact that it came out so good. That's what makes all that effort worth it. And the fact that my roommates liked it, too. You'll notice I'm drinking out of a cup than my usual Twitch thermos. That's because I lost it. I have no idea where it went. I am so sad. We're playing new content as a reskin of the Vaulters faction entitled Mizari. Previously unlocked by the Dungeon of the Endless Founder or Crystal Packs. Locked during the Endless Day 2016. Okay. Let's dismiss that. Welcome to Endless Legend. This game introduction will guide you through the core... You seem to be a complete noob. Can I help? Hence why I clicked here, yes. In order to survive, you'll have to build a mighty empire and face powerful foes. Tale begins right here, exactly in this spot with these 3 dudes. Nah, we're not much men, but we will be able to create an empire together. You wait and see. So we select our units. All armies are represented on the map by strongest unit among those. Let me know if the light's a little weird now that I've moved it so I can see the rest of the screen. Currently composed of a single unit, a settler represented by several pawns on a hexagon. Oh, so this is civilization. That's what 4X means. Yeah, oh my god, if this takes as long as civilization, I was hoping this would be a nice laid-back stream. Oh dear. Found a city in a natural region. See... Alright, who's the Gandhi equivalent in this? Who's going to nuke me with giant fireballs from the sky? Fog of war all around. Hides things I've never seen. They've got life, which is kind of obvious. Okay, so that's movement points. And that's how far they can see in front of them. Yeah, because 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, yeah. You get the idea. Whatthefnu, you even paying attention to the chat? No, absolutely. Absolutely not. Do have Titans with the expansion I gave you, though. Ah, alright. Hey, yeah, that's right. You also bought me a little bit of the DLC, so this will be a slightly more complete game than what it'll be right out of the box. Just slightly more, though. Don't let that deter you from picking it up yourself, especially since a Steam sale is going on right now. But before I figure out whether or not I can recommend it to you, one single city, which will presumably get bigger as it goes. The display of resources. So, total food, that's food and money. Let's look around a little bit here. We've got 4 movement points to work with. Some food and some industry. Food, food, food. Probably, I'm usually, whenever I play something like Civilization, I'm usually pretty big on advancing the technology, quote-unquote, of my civilizations, so... ooh, mineral rich. It's too bad we can't reach... Wait, can we? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes! We can actually get there. So that's kind of cool, but what's this? What are all of those resources? We've got... Interesting. That looks like magic. And it seems people will be really happy with me? What is this game? This is Endless Legend, a 4X game. As people have been describing it to me, it's fantasy civilization. I've got to say to you guys, I have played... Oh, wait a second. Is it not going to let me choose? On the bottom right. I should probably... Now that I'm thinking about this, I should probably go into options here and set this to full screen, so that it's a little easier to see all of the UI elements. Yes. Okay. Boink. Ah, I see what they want me to do now. For most of the major factions, it's best to select a location for a city that gives access to terrain resources on the surrounding exploitation tiles. To found the city and colonize the region, select your army. Select on the colonization army action button, then click again on a tile your army can reach within your turn. So yes, there's a lot of stuff here, and we've got some access to more industry in terms of the forests, a lot of food around us. This is looking like a pretty solid spot, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, but all of that, same amount of happiness, no magic. And it's slightly more food and development. Oh, that's tough. Yeah, let's go against the grain. Let's get technological, logical. Click in center on one of the 6 surrounding tiles. You now rule over an entire region. It's a tiny town, but it's our town, and I love it. Hey, Dr. Path, welcome to the chat, man. How are you doing tonight? I'm doing pretty good, actually. I always feel a little worn down and trodden after a hard day's work, but it's one of those things like, maybe I shouldn't stream tonight, but as soon as I start doing it, I'm like, yeah, I immediately love this decision. Providing more dust and science, but also a bit less food. City tiles also provide a unique resource called Influence. Worker panel details all the city resource income. Scheduled for the next turn. Per worker production, resources from tiles all have an impact. Okay, so this is just basically telling me what I have coming in. Am I in the red in any of these areas? Do I need to start developing a particular type of structure so that I'm doing better in one area over another? I got it. From one column to another in order to determine which production you want to boost for next turn. Drag and drop your worker. Oh. Put him over here, maybe? To a in a column. I see. Well, I think he's good in food, honestly. Oh, but they want to teach me the impact. So, Yeah, so now we're stagnant in terms of food. We're making 4 and we're eating 4 every turn. We're doing the college, the bare minimum. Green part of the population growth bar shows that you're about to get an additional city worker next turn. Ah, look at that. It even has a neat little counter up here that'll tell me this is how many turns we have until a new person is born. Or, well, not born, but they're old enough to actually help me with this. Industry production also cannot be stored in your city. Should be used to construct new city improvements, units, or regional expansions. Should always have something queued for construction, otherwise the industry resource for that turn will disappear. Oh noes. Well, let's get on that. Let's start building something. It's not a city with only a castle in the center. You need peons to rule over, of course. Found as... yes. Monuments. City improvements. Cue the Founder's Memorial by mousing over it and reading the tooltip in the available constructions list. At the top of the queue, we'll use your industry production for turns until it is built. As you can see, a certain number of turns will be required to build the... and it costs 60 industry altogether. You'll need to develop science to get an edge over other empires. Science is aggregated at the empire level and also used to research new technologies. So industry is for building things, science is for moving forward. I thought that was magic or something. I should have guessed just by the atom-like icon. Oh well. Both of them are close, and this will be helpful in the future. What the hell, guys? I love this chat sometimes. You're a lot more entertaining than me sometimes, I'll say that much at least. If I can't keep everybody engaged in what's going on, I can always count on you two. Similar to industry, you must keep researching new technologies if you don't want to waste your science. From the main banner, open the research panel. I see. So what are we going to be working on first? We want to mine up resources. We want to store seeds. Empire Mint. Mercenary market. I mean, if we want to market, we're going to have to find things to sell there. Language. I mean, we're building up a civilization here. First things first, we've got to build up seed storage. Only the first of the 6 technology eras is currently accessible. Each era is represented by a circle grouping a number of technologies. To enter a new era, you must research 9 new technologies from the previous one. Technology, the order in which you do research does not matter. Cool. Cost in science automatically increases for each technology you research. Yeah, that makes sense. More advanced era also costs more science. So you have to get up a prerequisite. And you can keep developing there if you want, or you can just bite the bullet and put down the science you need to get to era 2 or era 3, so on and so forth. I wonder how far this goes, actually. 3rd, 4th. Don't look at me funny. You've done this kind of thing too. It's just go all the way to the bottom of the skill tree and be like, what do I want? Self-driving plows? Dust-driven distillery? Serum of Iteru. Many rise to claim the honor, but that is unimportant. What matters is that this magical serum, allowing a glimpse of endless biotechnology, turns ordinary soldiers into extraordinary beings. Endless alloys. Difference engine. Counted for the scientific victory. I see, so just research a whole bunch of way more technology than anybody else. You can create smart plows and feed the entire world. You win by being the person who makes survival possible for everybody else. I get it. That's some cool stuff. I think eventually we should get that kind of thing. Alright. Some technologies directly unlock new powers or bonuses for your empire, while others unlock city improvements, expansions, or units that can be built in your city. So this is kind of cool, because this is one of the best things to do in any games like this. You're trying to figure out the build order, essentially. It's like, researching this will give me access to this, which gives me this specific bonus, and then when I play my next game, I know that ahead of time, and I can just rush that faster and set myself up even better going on down the line. Yes, I understand, I see. Blue circle technologies are already known. Green ones are unknown. Several technologies can be selected in a row. They will be researched one after another in the order selected. Food and industry technologies are usually a safe way to begin using your science. You can hover the mouse over each technology to learn its effects. So they said food and industry. Food and industry. Can I have one that's both? Unfortunately, no. So, in terms of industry, we've got the mill foundry, which gives me 6 extra production. But over here, we've got seed storage. 10 food on the city during summer, plus 15% on the city, minus 1 dust from city upkeep. Look at that. We've got 22 to work with right now. If it helps people stay alive, of course I'm going to do that kind of thing. That's the good way to go about this right now. Select technology to research and go back to your city. Boink. End your turn when you're ready by clicking on the End Turn button. Now, where are the barbarians? Wait a second. Population evolution. The population of Splat. Wait a second. I didn't even notice that. That's what our city is named? We have the mighty kingdom of Splat. Yes. I mean, splat, splatting bugs is where it's at. I fucking love it. This is the best. Yep, game of the year right here. This should have been part of the Golden Pizza Awards. Thanks to your food production, the number of workers has increased. There are now 2 available in the worker panel. I think I'll put 1 in food production. Borough Streets can now be selected from the list of available constructions. Must be directly pasted on the map. It can be built several times. For most major factions, every 2 additional city workers makes 1 new borough available for construction. Borough Streets enable you to extend your city exploitation area. That's an interesting way of putting it, by building a new city district next to an existing one. To queue the Borough Streets construction, click on it, and click on one of the areas next to the city center. I kind of want to rush over here because that'll give us a whole lot of science! But this will give us even more science, but less tech. We've got enough tech. It's time to move forward, I think. Any other queued construction, your new city district will be fully functional once its construction is complete. Keep in mind that both spreading your cities too widely or settling new cities causes your city approval to decrease, impacting your food and industry production. Hover over to get more of an idea on that. Hey, we get over there, people will apparently be really happy. We come over here, that'll also increase happiness? Like, we started with a boost on that. So we're doing alright in terms of happiness. Yeah. Plus 10 from City Tile, plus 5 from Palace. End your turn when you're ready. End it? There's nothing else we can do right now? How's production going on this? 3% done. 36 turns away. Holy crap, we need that science fast. Sorry, we need that science fast. Blinded me with science. Maybe I should have done that right from the start. Don't forget that you have a world to explore. Scouting with armies will be your best way to discover the unknown. To create new units and explore the area, you must create units. In this case, a marine. So we've got... hold on a second. Get out of the way for a moment. I keep trying to read things over here, and you're blocking the way. That guy has a gun. He has a gun already. Wait a second. I thought you said this was fantasy civilization. Wait a minute. Hold up. Before I do anything else, you go here so that that stays balanced out. I don't want to get into a food crisis already. In fact, I want you to go into science instead. That way we accelerate that a little bit. Balance things out. You know, get those numbers a little closer together. Yeah, alright. Add 2 copies of Marine to the construction queue. But several turns are required to build them. Dust, the most precious resource on Auriga, hasn't been introduced yet. It is stored at the Empire level and can also be exploited by your cities. There's that word again. Something's interesting. Like, the opening movie for this game talked about how the entire world has gone through several phases, and it's like, I fear the new ones, these new factions and races and different people sprouting up are going to be like the old ones that destroyed themselves, fighting over power with one another. It's sort of got that, maybe not as extreme as Warhammer 40k, but it's got that sort of tone like, you're kind of not welcome in this world. Like, it's gonna fight back against you almost. This is an unwelcoming place. Already built costs a small amount of dust for their upkeep. Know that you will be able to use the browse button to see cost details. Have built, cost your empire an upkeep of 10 each turn, but we're getting an extra 22 each turn, so for now we're okay. This will be used to directly buy out queued constructions. That's interesting. Of the 2 units queued, so how much is this going to set me back? We've got 2,000 to work with. Yeah, alright. Buy out the construction. That's really interesting. I have a feeling that dust is going to be really difficult to acquire in the late game, though, if it just lets you do that. What's going on here in the chat? Put more people on R&D? Sonic-kun. Yes, just because I don't think anybody else did. I heard the Flat Earth Society has members all over the globe. The Flat Earth Society has members all over the globe. So clearly there are aliens sent here from somewhere else, because clearly this planet is flat. We're talking about somewhere completely different, right? Yes. Once a unit is constructed, it is placed in a city garrison. Unlike other constructions, each unit created consumes a bit of dust for its upkeep. Grayed out units in the garrison are your city militia. They cannot leave the garrison unless the city is under attack. Garrison units, including the militia, are always the last bastion that remains to defend a city against an attack. The current max garrison capacity is 2 units. This capacity is the same for all the cities and armies within your empire. This max capacity doesn't include the militia, and it can be increased by unlocking new technologies. This was always my strategy, is I try to go for a science victory, like building up all of the necessary technologies for everybody to live their lives. It's like, we dominate you because nobody else can do this kind of thing. We have all the patents. We've got a monopoly on the world, essentially. Or, in the case of Civilization Beyond Earth, you just ascend into another being. It's like, where'd this entire society go? they're still here. They didn't take over the planet, you are the planet, which I thought was a really cool victory condition. The army is more of a defensive thing. I always built them like I just have these super strong units surrounding my city, and it's sort of a message to the AI like, come on, bring it. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. I've got the most advanced science and the most advanced military. You can try your luck if you want. Select the 2 units or collect on the Select All button. Then click on the New Army button. Select All. New Army. You have a new army that you can send to explore surrounding regions. However, you need to limit the number of armies as they also have an upkeep cost that must be paid each turn. Just like the upkeep for each unit. Auriga has many ruins to search. All of them can provide you with rewards, so if you find one, you should try your luck. Ruins tiles that can be searched on the map are shining. Can I zoom out a little bit? Maybe take a look at some of these places? Decide when to end your turns. Remember to check your city construction queues as well as your research queue and army movement before ending turns. When exploring with your army, white dots indicate the army's path. The yellow ones are those following turns. You can maintain right-click while mousing over the map to simulate your path. Your army will move once you release the mouse button. So you guys... Well, they say they're all glowing. Are these ruins down here? No, that's a titanium deposit. Are these ruins? Yes! As a matter of fact, you are. So then what does that make this up here? That's a dye deposit. A luxury resource. Ooh. I like that word, luxury. That seems like something a city should definitely have. Yeah, so I guess you guys are coming over here. Guys, hello? Yes, the first stone phalanx. You will be traveling in this direction. Reveal the world's secrets to me. As soon as the turn comes about. And your turn when you have no movement points left. How's everything else going right now? See you later, Gecko. Now what is this up here? A life tree. Gives me more approval. Something nice and pretty to look at. I don't blame people for being happy. That's there. Tons of food. I guess that's to be expected. Just a little bit of science, though. There are things we can learn from such a marvel of nature. I'm impressed. These guys are really thinking over here. How's research going? Only 6 turns to go. Wow, that one guy we actually set to R&D is paying dividends for us already. Although we've only got 1 turn left before somebody else joins the workers tab here. He's probably gonna have to go off making food for everybody. I want to keep that resource steady if I can. And we just built something. Population evolution, and the Founders Memorial has been completed. That gives us extra food, pretty much extra everything. Very nice. It's gonna help us out a lot. Please select your army again, and go here. Search it. Go forth and kill. You have found nothing of interest at this location. Awesome. glad we traveled out all this way. I mean, that's just how it goes, right? You go searching for treasure, there's bound to be a few empty chests. This can give you unexpected rewards, or nothing. As you play, you will discover different ways to increase your chances of getting a reward when you search a ruin. Ruins may also give you quests to complete, which will provide additional rewards. Quests are always nice. May want to split your army. Why do they want me to do this? A similar way you can choose to merge two armies. Standing next to each other. Okay, so that's what that button does. As movements, note that splitting and merging cost movement points. End your turn when you're ready. Again, I'm just going to do a double check on everything that's going on here. We probably have things that we can build now, don't we? Right? Just more Marines? Yeah, we need science. We were right to build out a little bit and build towards this part of the world. Because the next time we get a big expansion, we can build it over the stasis pillar. We get more, even though we're making the city bigger, we get more approval, we get more science, we can advance. We can get ourselves ready for when eventually we're going to come across fantasy world Genghis Khan. And he's going to be like, I'm going to declare war on you for no reason. I'll be like, no. It'll be like, And then he'll cry when he realizes that I already have jet fighters. Most of the time you find dust, and if you're lucky, rare weapons like a break wall. Ooh, don't tell me what that does. I kind of want to just figure it out as I go. But I'll keep that name in mind. Now you've built up an expectation in my head. Make contact with the native minor faction living in your region. Minor factions are hostile. There's only one minor faction per region, living in 1 to 3 villages. They contain units for their defense, but they may also spawn roaming armies that could attack your armies or cities. Use the Parley army action on one of the villages. It'll give you a pacification quest. By completing it, all the villages in the region will instantly be pacified and will no longer create hostile armies. Parley. Sleep. Auto-explore. Garrison. Well, we've got that army there. Let's go over here. You have encountered a new minor faction, the Sisters of Mercy. They're a small but respected nation, living simply though well in their solidly constructed towns. Recent offshoot of other humanoid peoples, they are content to dedicate their efforts to giving mercy where and how they deem it is most needed. Use the Parley. We come in peace. Defender of the Weak. Tribe leader needs your help. Hostile monster has been raiding and threatening their villages, and they lack the military power to stop them. If you wipe out that threat, the tribe will view you as a new savior. Hey, that works out for me. To pacify the Sisters of Mercy and Splat, help these hapless neighbors against the depredations of monsters. Holy crap, am I reading that audiobook again? Look, I love this author. She's been very kind to me and given me a lot of money, but holy shit, she hates the English language. By that I mean she loves it because she uses a ton of words that nobody on Earth would ever use. Remember, it's not cacophony, it's cacophony. Go off in that direction then. Well, yep. 3 turns from now, we'll be seeing how that goes. You can open the quest screen through the notification or by left-clicking on the button in the main banner. Objectives to get more detail about them. The Ray of Dust shows the exact location on your map. Fair enough. Pin button to track a quest. Pin. Okay, this is all standard stuff. They're going to give me a GPS to work with and everything. The necrophages are Genghis Khan. They cannot make peace. That actually makes sense for an undead faction, because that's the whole reason you can't pass on, is you're not at peace. That actually kind of makes sense. Alright. So what all do we have to work with here? 3 turns left on that. Nothing new in town. Unless I want to build more marines. Yeah, alright. I guess we're just ending off the turn. Our army goes on their merry way. Or at least I thought they were. Guys, you're supposed to be, like, going? Yeah, there you go. Reveal some more of the map. What are you waiting for? Ooh, a sparkly. A wine deposit. Okay, now we're talking. I wasn't 100% on board before, but now I know we need this part of the world under our control. Indicates how many units are garrisoned. Okay. So if I choose to attack that city instead of go about this peacefully... Oh god, don't talk to me about coffee right now. When I hit the morning, I want a cup of coffee. Then I have a cup of coffee and I have another cup of coffee. By then my coffee's cold, so I get another cup of coffee. You should go listen to Stress by Jim's Big Ego. That's less of a... If you don't count the chorus, it's less of a song and more of a slow descent into madness. It's actually kind of stunning how closely that song resembles my own workflow. It's, just replace coffee with Mountain Dew, and replace working late with, oh, I have to stream tonight, so... But it's fine! I'm fine! I'm fine! Really, I am fine. For reasons we discussed at the beginning. Nothing doing, they're just gonna make me keep ending my turn and moving. I hope this is representative of the final game, honestly. All this time devoted with moving out this army into other places, you're not just sitting in your town waiting for a lot of things to happen. Yes, let's search this place out. Quest updated. You found it. Survive the battle if possible, but more importantly, make sure the monster is killed. Reward 10 titanium and pacification. Search the ruins with an army of at least 2 units. So we didn't actually want to split up there. They rewarded me for just keeping the strongest unit I could possibly have. Now select attack, because there's something nearby that I want to hit with a whole lot of swords. It's your encounter panel. It says we're actually doing pretty well here. 75% chance we're this is gonna work out in our favor. Depending on the balance of power and the terrain of the battleground, you may prefer to play a simulated battle in auto, where the unit movements and attacks are handled by the computer. Default army strategy can also be selected. In manual battles, you'll be able to set it more precisely, unit by unit. Go on ready to fight when you want to start the battle. It's currently set for manual. Of course. Welcome to the battleground. During the deployment phase, your units spread out from your army leaders. Oh, so we're actually playing a game inside the game right now. There's this entire other thing that happens when you go into combat with something. This army does the same thing on its tiles. White border. All units start by taking their default positions. Your opponent's units' positions are only an estimation and are likely to change when the battle begins. Always click in and out of the battleground if you want to manage your cities or give orders, or both at the same time. It's about to begin. Click in and out of the battleground if you want to. I see. Okay, well that makes sense. Yeah, alright. Select one of your units. Class, attributes, capacity, status effects, level, and strategy. What's the status effect I've got? Positive morale, at the very least. They're pretty confident they can take this thing down. Determines the way a unit can move. Life, speed, attack, damage. Speed determines the number of tiles the unit can move per round. So these guys have a speed of 2. What type of speed does this guy have? I wish I could check this so I knew where to move them. Attributes can impacted by other favors. Terrain. Take the high ground. Next to friendly units, morale is increased, increasing their attack and defense attributes. Yeah, I knew it. Elevation, terrain. So a little bit of advance wars going on there. You hide in a forest, it makes you harder to hit. So you've got way more defense than usual. And of course, if you're in your home base, a city. Capacities. Range of 3. Attack range of 3 tiles. Technolover. Plus 10% attack when performing a close range attack. So I can move it to... I can only move it 2 spaces, but then it can still attack him because I've got range on my side. Plus 10% defense when attacked. More defense against ranged attacks. So yeah, this is my... So what these guys do is... Your basic purpose for them is... They're not as strong as many other units, but as ranged units, they can do their job quite well. They got a good range, and they've got abilities that let them easily kill other ranged units. They've got a natural advantage when everybody's squaring off against one another. I click on a tile of my choice. How about over here? Because that'll still keep us as high as we can possibly be. And then press ready once you're happy with your troops' deployment. Let's move you guys up here. Oh, anywhere within the blue tiles, because this is before the battle begins. Gotcha. Well, we're all still together. That guy's got a speed of 2, which means if we want to outpace him, we'd actually all want to be up here. This is a good position to be in because it means he can only go as far as there. 1, 2, but we're out of range on the first turn if we go first. That's the only downside to this. Yeah, it's a bit of a risk, but I think I'll take it. Alright, I'm ready. You've entered the first targeting phase of your battle. Our units will perform their action for the first round of the fight. They will move and attack each round. Shows the order, the initiative bar. Okay. Depending on their initiative attribute. Note that if a unit is attacked, it will automatically counterattack using its action prematurely for that round. But we're so far away that he can't get to us, because he's only got a range of 1. Select one of your units. Yeah, offensive works because he's not going to be able to counterattack to us right now. And attack only if an enemy is within range. You can also manually select a destination or a target unit. Select a unit and right-click on a tile or enemy when you want to launch a target or set a default strategy. Yeah, hold your position because I think we're good right here. You guys also hold your positions because this is about as good as it's going to get. Battles last 6 rounds maximum. Each round a new targeting phase begins so you can tweak or adapt your strategy. He's already getting weak. Even before he manages to swing one hand at us. We're already doing really well for ourselves. And of course, now he's point blank, and we get a boost on that kind of thing. Get him! Nice shot. Well done. Drinks all around if we can afford them. That is one dead Cyclops, whatever it was. It is quite different from Civ. I mean, combat's way different anyway. Going back to that Advanced Wars analogy that I made, I'm thinking that guy, he's a pretty big dude. I'm thinking he only did as little damage as he did because we already whittled him down. Is it that kind of situation where if you don't have the numbers, it affects how hard you can hit? Or no? Useless, useless, useless! Ranged units are scary when they have advanced weaponry. I'll keep that in mind. Troubadours prepare their songs. Whatever the results, surviving units can always earn experience points from enemy units killed. Earned experience points are equally shared between units. Draw situations can also occur where there are survivors on both sides. In that case, another battle can be launched if an army still has remaining action points. After closing this out, select your city again. Congratulations, all the villagers in your region are now pacified. All the villages. And the villagers too, I guess. Seeing your courage and conviction, the Sisters of Mercy tribe is glad to become an ally. So how's the city been doing this whole time? You guys all right over there? I haven't actually looked at... Yeah, we're one turn away from that being a thing. How's construction going, too? Now see the effect of the pacification. 3 village workers have joined your city from the 3 pacified villages in your region. Pacification is also possible village by village if you attack each of them. However, in that case, you would need to rebuild each village to obtain these additional workers. So I get favor, I get units, I get more territory. Yeah, look at that. I've got way more people now. And you know what? If I had to... I know we're getting more food here, but still, I kind of want to move him over a little bit. Let's take one of those guys from here to here. I mean, in 2 turns, we're going to have to put somebody in food anyway, but for now, it'll never hurt to have more science! Pacification is also possible. You need to rebuild each village to attain these additional workers. Empire screen is the... So, you can do this the warmonger way, or you can go on one little quest, say slay a little bitty troll who's not even going to do that much damage to you. You can be a terrorist, or you can be... You can make people like you, or you can make them want to like you. I guess is the big difference there. Excuse me while I take another bite of this cake, because it's just sitting here. Thank you for giving me that moment. That was a really good idea to make homemade icing for that. I've still got more downstairs too if I want to add it to this. Why do I have cake? Because I made it. Just because I felt like baking today for some reason, and it paid off dividends, I tell you. That probably sounded disgusting, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to gulp that loudly. The more regions you have, the more expensive luxury boosters will be. It has its own affinity and traits. So these guys are the Vaulters. True origin of the Vaulters is lost even to themselves. Their history, as they teach it to their children, begins with a great metal habitat lodged beneath the surface of Auriga. These guys are... This is Fallout. This is entirely the plot of Fallout. We're playing Civilization Bethesda version right now. Huh. And traits specific to them. So they've got Dawn Officers, Marines, and Titans. That guy looks fun. I hate how during the tutorial it doesn't let me interact with anything else until I go through the rest of it. I wish I could just go off the rails a little bit. It's like, I want to read the rest of this. You're telling me about their traits, but I can't see them. Here you will find all the Empire bonuses currently applied on your Empire. 15% extra science and dust from happy cities. Only happy cities. I find that kind of interesting. Every 20 turns, all the empires can set at the same time an empire plan. By spending influence, you can unlock various powerful bonuses that will affect your empire until the next plan. So, what do we want to focus on? Empire and expansion, economy and population, military, or science and industry? You know what direction I'm rolling in, but by spending influence. So the more of this we have, the more we can start pumping that into here and changing the course of our entire civilization. It's like, this is what we're gonna do. Ha! Those are not the lyrics, but about the only word anybody knows from that song is a Yagar. I think you can also blame Pacific Rim for that being lodged in the public consciousness. And by public, I mean nerds like me. Review your progress and that of other empires. Empires we know of, anyway, before the fog of war is lifted. You can also decide to spend influence to assimilate minor factions. Assimilation will give you useful new bonuses and the unit design of the minor faction, as long as the minor faction stays assimilated. At least one of their villages must be pacified within your empire. Well, I mean, we did just get these guys. Plus 5% health regen per pacified and rebuilt sister's village on an empire, so we actually get extra health regen because of this. It'll cost us 30. Well done. Plus 15% health regeneration in your regions, and their unit design is now available to be built in your cities. Unit model is the Justicer, it's something. It's something, all right. For now, you don't have enough dye to activate its effects by clicking on its booster. Go back to your city menu to find out more about luxury interactions. A dye deposit was discovered in your region, making the dye luxury extractor available in the list of possible constructions. So, yeah, I guess we're going to start building that. Over here. Note the strategic resources can also be collected by building extractors if your regions contain the corresponding deposits. Remember that, like most constructions, extractors normally require specific technologies that need to be researched in different eras. So we can get dye right now, but if we discover other important ones in the future, we're going to have to figure out, okay, what do I need for this unit again? I was talking about this just a seer. Okay. That's the one I'm looking for. There's a faction you can use that knows all other factions right out of the gate. Huh. I'd have to look at those once we hop into a real game here. I get out of the tutorial. You know the strategy is intense when the tutorial itself takes like an hour to get through. I bet we're not even close to done either. You can improvise your units by creating unit designs for the strategic resource you have collected. You currently have a small amount of titanium. Let's manage our armies here. Their individual units and costs in upkeep. Note that you will be able to double-click on an army to locate it on the map. Click New and select some of your units. Yes. I think that one works. Oh, really? I can just go in and I can... Oh, dude. There's like... It's not only the grand scale thing, it's the little minutia of how strong each individual unit actually is. Wow, there is so much to this. Whew. Depending on the unit, you can access different weapons. God, all this gear. Some items also require strategic resources to be spent when the unit is constructed. Items made of strategic resources, as well as advanced weapon and armor tiers, will unlock as you advance through technology eras. So let's enter a name for this unit. Sisters of Mercy Infantry. Well... It's the first one that came to mind. Do I want to give her something right now? Forged from iron. I mean, we want her to stay alive. Extra defense, extra health, better weapon, better boots. But look at all of those resources. Yeah, I mean... We've got to have our foot units be good, right? It's going to take a lot, but... Yeah, there's a lot of care. There are so many little details. Like, this is as deep or as simple as you want to make it. I love games that have that much to it. 102 tech to build one of these damn things, but man, is it going to be worth it. So if we want to build just a seer, we can just have a normal one, or we can build a super just a seer for a little more cost. You can end your turn when you're ready. Keep having to move this woman around. We are 91% done on that. One turn away. Don't have any quests. We've managed our army. Empire screen ain't got nothing for me right now. We've already assimilated another race. Yeah, I'd say that we've had a full day here. Time to move on to the next turn. Research complete. Seed storage. Extra food. -1 gold, but hey. We've got plenty of dust to work with. I mean, look at that. Plus 24.5. It's our most abundant resource at the moment. But now we gotta go to the academy, which is where we're gonna train our heroes. Where all the heroes of your empire will be listed. Unlike standard units, heroes can get injured but cannot be killed on the battleground. To be of use, a hero has to be assigned as a general or to a city as a governor. Depending on their profile and the hero's skills, they will be given they will give different bonuses to their army or city. Like standard units, heroes can instantly equip new items. As long as they are in the academy or located within your territory, you can immediately spend the resources required to change their equipment. They also seem to have a skill tree of their own as they level up. Wow! Holy crap. You can build an army, or you can build this one unit to be the best it can possibly be. This is nuts. This is one of these things, like, I feel like I have to take a break from the game in the middle of the tutorial so I have time to come back to it later and digest all of this. This is nuts. Whew. In normal games, more advanced features will be revealed through the unlock of new technologies or by dealing with other empires. Marketplace is one of these, and it gives you, among other things, the possibility to recruit new heroes for your empire to your army or city. Once assigned, a defined number of turns must pass before the hero can be reassigned. Note that hero assignment can also be performed directly from a city or army. Can I hide? No. No, I don't want to leave quite yet. There's no way I would ever figure out all this shit by myself. I gotta see this through to the end at this point. End your turn when you're ready to finish the tutorial and lead your empire. Oh, that's it. That's the end right there. Oh boy. What you got to work with? Good iron crossbow. Again, I want to give her some good stuff. There you go. Okay, so what do we got here? Last stand. Techno lover, long range. To the army. If governor, +3 science per citizen on per citizen. +1% science per hero's level on city. We might not have to worry about equipment in that case. Because she'll be the governor. She won't have to worry about anything. I'm thinking this was pretty good. So how do we assign this person? Your hero does not have a... wait. So how do we assign you somewhere? Where is this? Which icon are we looking at here? Apply. Assign to a city. Yes. Let's have a hero in the city of Splat. And that is good to go. We're rocking it. That's it. End your turn and finish the tutorial and lead your empire. Well, before that, we've got to choose what to do next. Well, all of the science that we've got right now, who knows what we could do with it. Resources, artifacts may lie hidden. Troops can be ordered to hunt and dig for loot. Huh. Reduces by 10% the odds to loot nothing after a search on ruins. Increases by 5 the odds to get loot or even an event. Sewer system. Makes people happy. +1, but minus dust. Extra. +2 on terrain with science. Unlocks tier 1 armors made of titanium or glass steel. Weapons. Extra science. Sure, just make it as... wait, no. Unselect those. Yes. Okay. This is first in the queue. I want that done. I basically want to create a plan right now. This will accelerate all of the research we do in the future. I'm just doubling down on this at this point. I'm making it as good as I possibly can. Unlocks the mercenaries section of the marketplace. The heroes section of the marketplace. That'd be useful. It's time to start building up the army, methinks. And... Huh. An exploited river tile to be built. Do I have one of those? Do I have a river anywhere? No, not yet. If you get weapon researches from previous eras, you can make weapons and accessories cheaper. Huh. Well, how about that? So we've got 4 of these already, which means we need 5 more if we want to advance to Era 2. We've got Language Square. We've got the Alchemist's Forge, which I've never actually read what that does. We get extra titanium and whatever that is on a city. We've got the Open Pit Mine. All right. Seed storage. We're about to build a public library and a mercenary marketplace. So what else should we do? The sewer system would be useful. That's 3. And then, yeah, we should probably just go 4 or 5, right? No quests. All of our heroes are updated. Armies are good. That's good. Is there anything we can build right now? Look at me handling this kind of thing like a badass. Yeah. Alright. Let's make some titanium. No, actually, let's get some food, because that's been a problem for a while now in this city. Alright, end turn. The population of Splat has grown to 4. And I got an achievement for that. Or look at that. Boot camp. Dismiss. Congratulations, you have now learned the basics and are ready to start exploring Endless Legend and Auriga. Many other subtleties and features are waiting for you, especially with all the different major faction gameplay elements to discover. Get ready to battle against other empires sharing the world of Auriga, and good luck! Good luck indeed. So all of that stuff I did at the end of that turn was completely useless. It's like, this is just everything you need to know. You're not going to see this empire ever again that we gave you a hand in building up right at the beginning. It's no way. That's too much of an advantage. You want something, you're going to have to earn it, and earn it we shall. Whatever comes our way. All right, so a new game. These are all just standard settings here, so... World map, world size, shape, continent shape, average, normal. Yeah, let's not screw around with this too much at the moment. However, game speed... For a fast-paced game, 150 turns maximum. Game takes 300 turns maximum. Oh boy. Take your time to crush the opponent. Then we can set it to normal. Newbie. A houseplant could beat it at chess. If this was Henry V, the French would have won at Agincourt. If the British had been like this, the US would still be a colony. Every battle will feel like the Bulge. So this is what it felt like to go up against Attila and Genghis Khan. If this was Leonidas, he might have won at Thermopylae. You shall not pass. I love all of these history references too. That's the best. Alright, now we get into the fun part. We're going to look at all of the different empires out there. So what do we have to work with here? This additional content is not enabled in the content management screen. Content management? Hold on a minute. Content allows you to consult and activate the additional contents for the game. So, we've got the expansion packs. Missouri. Yes. Activate that. Activate that. So... That's the Gilderis. Unlocked by the Endless Legend Founder or Emperor packs. Tempest, Shifters, Shadow. Ah, so I still have to buy these guys. Okay. Yeah, let's cancel any changes I might have accidentally made there. So, who do we start with here? Now we actually get to look at all of their traits individually. I was warned about this. Necrophages here. The insect-like people who just flat out cannot make peace with anybody. I think we'll play them another time. I already understand how the Mazari work. Main victory type, science. So they were built in the way I already like to play. I guess I should read that first. These guys are wonder, expansion, science. Okay, off to a good start. Science, the Arden Magens. Elimination, science, economy, diplomatic, supremacy. What in the world are you? The strange cult is led by two creations that are the remnants of the Endless, the Queen imprisoned with her indestructible throne in the capital city, and the Unspoken, a wandering and perhaps insane being of enormous power. Left alone on the planet for millennia, they have turned against their creators and sworn to destroy every trace of their existence. To do so, they recruit, train, and arm lesser beings from the tribes and vagrants that live scattered across the surface of Auriga. Regardless of where they are, or to whom they have previously sworn allegiance, when a tribe turns to the cult, it does so until its death. Monolithic, fanatic, and ever-expanding, the cult of the eternal end will spare no effort, cost, or sacrifice to see that its will is done. Huh. This is an... Let me read some of these abilities here. I'm probably not going to play as these guys because their main victory type is supremacy, but... +1 district level cap on cities. Walls of Faith. Main unit slot on militia. +1 silence to stockpile per person when a city is raised on Empire. Fanatic. Preacher. You start off with a language square. Can convert pacified villages. Lost to their original order. Interesting. Alright, I'll play around with those guys in the future. For now, it's like I already understand how these guys work is the thing. I already understand how the Vaulters function. No, I understand how these guys function. Why were the Mazari called the Vaulters in the tutorial? They're two completely different wait, no, they're not. It looks like they are the exact same thing. Even all their abilities are the same. Huh. Hey, TJ. Welcome to the chat, man. This is Endless Legend, a 4X game. If you've ever heard of Civilization before, it's that but in a fantasy world. Also, I haven't seen you in a while, man. You been all right? Either way, it's good to have you here right now. It's always nice when you see a name you recognize in chat. Yeah, you guided me through the tutorial. I think I'll stay with you. For now. We'll play around with these guys a little later. Again, these games take an eternity, so this choice is going to mean a lot going forward. Yeah. Yeah, I think the Mazari is a good one to start with. All pretty much basic settings on the world. Let's dive in. Within that shape, continents rose up from the seas. And within those continents, I got a text message. No, not a text. As a matter of fact, somebody sent me something. Love you, Coops. Oh my god, get the hell out of here. I'm gonna set that to vibrate. It's always somebody's phone. If not somebody else's, it's mine. I'll just leave that on my leg for now because you guys won't have to hear the vibration. I'll still be able to read what you're saying. I'll just have to crane my neck a little farther. Phew. Ah, you bought Hotline Miami. Nice. Yeah, that game is brutally difficult, but it is incredibly satisfying when you get it right. Yeah. Just life in general. I know how that is. Ah, there we go. Now the loading bar is actually moving. Just to be safe, I always turn down the settings in these games because my computer is a fricking potato. But this looks beautiful and it still runs fantastically, even on fairly decent settings. I don't know how they did it, but the optimization in this game is incredible. Absolutely fantastic.
Spoke of a great journey beneath the stars.
We actually get lore here?
Safe in our halls and minds, we ignored these old tales. But then the great quake cracked our halls open, revealing ancient secrets and relics. These unknown relics carried our patterns, our images, hints of a hidden past. We took them and fled the destruction, seeking a new life on the surface. Now the legends and relics of our past show the way to our future. The journey will be dangerous, sometimes deadly, but we go forth without fear or ignorance. For courage and knowledge are the bywords of the Vultures.
Nice. You've encountered the Empire of Pukobi. Peace to Biariga, and to you. May our conversations be both civil and frequent. Alright. Coming in contact with dragons right off the bat. Open the negotiation screen with this empire. They're friendly to us at the very least. I assume that's what the green means, or that's just the color of the empire in general. They never talked about negotiation in the tutorial. What can we negotiate here? Close borders, compliment. Send a compliment to increase influence, costs of negative treaties, and decrease costs of positive treaties. Effects last around 10 turns depending on the game's speed with an optimal effect at midterm. Alright. So I can spend influence to basically make it harder for them to be my enemy, or easier for them to... or easier if I'm feeling that way. Alright. Close it out. Good to know those guys are there. Now, unfortunately... wait a second. Oh, we're in different eras of the game right now? Hold on a minute. During this period, empires can attack each other's armies within neutral regions without declaring war on each other. An empire can freely attack enemies in its regions. A player's armies can roam freely in the regions of other empires with whom the player is at Cold War. So, we're not friends with this guy right now. We're not technically at peace. It's like we're waiting for somebody to make the first move. Just completely indifferent to us right now. And there are 4 other factions out there. We have no idea what they're up to. This is going to be interesting. Well, it's time to found a new city. We can search already. We started right next to some unspoiled ruins here. That's an interesting boon that we got. Yeah, hell yeah, I'll search. 40 dust. Nice little boost to begin the game with. Alright, but now we got to figure out where we're going to put base. So, what to do? I learned my lesson from last time. We're going to need a little bit of 6 science, a whole lot of food, 11 food, not a bunch of dust. We could build the city right now over here and we actually get extra approval out of that. That's a good collection of a lot of different resources right there. Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah. New minor faction, too. They're often on 4 legs. For S, for eating and resting. They rise up on 2 for observation or using tools. Hey guys, you want to be friends? We could talk if you want. Alright, step by step, what do we got to do here? First step. Enable the resource hexagons, okay. There we go. Yes, so I know exactly what each place has going into it. Now, step by step, going down the different screens here. Nothing we can do there. There's our... Those are our... this is our kingdom, actually. We should probably work on making peace with those guys. Current research. Visionary leader. Be the first... Oh, I see. So these are deeds that'll actually help us out in different ways. So... Be the first to pacify 8 villages in order to gain the reward. Or there's this one, be the first to gather at least 30 units of one luxury resource at the end of turn in order to get the reward. Be the first to build the legendary building in order to benefit from its unique effects. The other empires will get a refund of their investment. Expansion, legendary building, okay. It'll cost us 500, 5 titanium and whatever that is. But that might be worth looking into if we get the chance. You get it with the DLC I gave you, okay. Again, I'm going to go straight for this cultivation over here, the seed storage. We can actually double down on that. We can actually get extra food per person in the city. It'll cost us a ton of dust to do, but man, would it be worth it. We'd never have to worry about food ever again if we did that. Yeah. I'm thinking yeah. And I guess basically just the same exact... No, we've actually already got the public library, so... Oh, actually, we don't want to do that first. We need a language square. That way we can parlay. Parlay and bribe. Then we work on that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we start building our army. It's cavalry. It's military science. Per turn on a city. Plus 100 fortification. Plus 1 XP per turn on your armies that are there. Plus 1 max unit slots on militia. Not bad at all. But titanium and glass steel, those are going to be useful because those are used for all kinds of different things. Yeah. I don't want to get too crazy with, because we've only got a +8 this time around in terms of how much dust we're getting each turn. So I don't want to just casually throw out like, oh, maybe I should just, no, I can afford it. Let's keep doing like mill foundries and whatnot. No. In fact, let's actually go back to the screen to figure out what we're low on. Probably need a bit more production, don't we? Back to science. Yeah. Give us the ability to talk with other factions. Better food, better tech. Then you get the girl. And by girl, I mean a whole bunch of great mercenaries. That's 6 altogether. 7, 8. And finally, one more for the road. 9. Just to make sure everybody's happy with what we've been doing. Okay. Good stuff. We have a plan. Now, what are we going to build first? Raise this city? Oh, God. Why do they even give you that option? I mean, that's just an extra everything. We can't buy that out quite yet, but it'd be useful. Do we have a unit somewhere here? No, we actually need to buy someone. We need way more tech than what we've got. Maybe this wasn't the best place on Earth to do this. Okay. Also, one of my roommates is taking a shower now. I hope none of you can hear the water going through the walls here. Empire Mint will let you make banks, and that will generate more dust. Okay. Alright. That's science. No quests. But you... Wait a second. You're assigned somewhere. You're actually assigned to an army right now, which means they are getting... They're getting extra defense, but I actually want you on the city. Yeah, unassign. I'll put you here. Congratulations, you're a governor now. We need somebody keeping the riffraff in check. Manage your armies. A settler. For Stone Legion, which is actually made up of 2 Marines right now. Where are you right now? Okay, on the city. As soon as Parlay comes around, I'm basically just going to send them all the way over there and start making peace talks. It's like, what can we do to make you want to be a part of this empire? Like, I don't want this to come to war. Like, I want to coexist. That and have a wall between me and anybody who wants to destroy me, pretty much. Alright. That's one turn. Game? Oh, it's, wow, that was interesting. Wide land, wide eyes. They call themselves vaulters. They found me scorched and blackened in an ancient cavern that their people had long forgotten. How long had I lain in that darkness? Only the stars know, but my limbs, rusted and groaning, tell me ages must have passed. Oh, this is the story of a character. I will never forget the looks on their faces. Haunted, awestruck, but above all, fearful. The realm that they'd called home, the subterranean paths and chambers that riddled the planet, had come under attack from some cataclysmic force, had shaken and split and ruptured, decimating their numbers. Their leader, the first of the bloodline as she is known, recognized in me something valuable, and brought me back to life in that dusty crypt. For this I will be eternally grateful. I vow to be her faithful servant until the end of days, wherever that may lead. Now, they retreat to the surface, where they believe they will find respite, where they hope they will find answers. First of the bloodline, Zolia has made the first priority to assimilation of the local tribes, while they strike out into unknown lands under the sky's watchful gaze. I will try to remember past days. Pacify at least one village of a minor faction, then assimilate them. Cool. That's what I was going to do anyway. In the meantime, how about you guys start scouting? Like, let's get eyes on what all is out there in the big wide world. Hey, more ruins already. I mean, I don't want to search them quite yet because my odds would be really low, but... yeah. How we doing on tech now that we've got our, hero in charge of this city? 1 turn away! Oh my god, this is gonna be amazing. Guys, we did it. I think we found the strategy. Heroes, armies, diplomatic relations. Cities are happy. Happy enough, anyway. Next plan is in 18 turns, so when turn 20 rolls around, we can finally start spending some of these stars on something other than trying to keep the dragons from eating us. I think that would be a good way to spend our influence, though, is just basically to send praise to to the only faction that knows about us and be like, hey, can you not raise my villages? Like, I'd appreciate it, buddy. Oh, we can search that already. Wait, can we? No. Wait. We have to go all the way around? You serious? No, cancel that. Alright. Research complete. Language square is built, but now I want to search this place. Successful! We found 10 spices. The location was worth the effort. Damn right it was worth the effort. Exotic and rare resources. Wizard stone. Now, where was that screen? If I go over here, we can talk about... Are you sure when to use this pack of resources to gain the Empire boost? No. What is that boost in the first place? Booster. Plus 50% food on cities. Plus 5 thumbs up on cities. Are these spices used for anything else? Because if I remember, going over to our research tree here, one of these is the first person to have 30 units of one luxury resource at the end of the turn. So if I manage to get 20 more spice without spending it, I'll be able to get that and get a huge boost. Get a legendary deed under my belt. Throw my cock around at the other empires and be like, what? You don't have people telling legends of you already? What's wrong with y'all? Yeah, we've only got 3 turns on cultivation. And it's straight on to the mill foundry. Which, you know, I should probably do the mill foundry first. And then I should probably do the foundry first because that'll make construction a lot faster. And then we can both build this and that sooner. So... let's build this back a ways. Now that I have a better idea of what we're going to be doing next, I'll go back to the research screen. Okay. What are we doing in terms of stats? We've actually got plenty of food? No. We don't, as a matter of fact. It's just where it needs to be, honestly. So yeah, that's actually a really good idea. Building this so that we can create things, and then cultivation soon after that. Then, military might. Lots of military might. Followed by a sewer system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel like there's something I was doing before that I'm not doing now, but whatever. What is this army gonna do now that they're done? They don't have any actions left. But I actually have to build the... Do I? No. No, I don't, as a matter of fact. 150 gears to get that done, but... We can remove that from the queue, as a matter of fact. I don't need any more Marines at the moment. I don't have nearly enough tech and production in order to make it happen in the first place. No industrial potential right now. But I will soon. Yeah, I think because we finished that research about the linguistics center, now we can just parlay anywhere. We don't have to build anything. That's what I was worrying about. That's why I was double checking my city here. It's like, what should we do next? All right. Turn's done. We need to head towards our neighbors here. Start opening those peace talks. There's really nothing more to it than that. It's just turn after turn. Actually, let's give him a nice little compliment. Yes. That was probably a really bad idea, but hey, at least it'll set him back even more if he wants to try and start a war with me. See you later, Ryza. Fnu, put a person in industry. Well, alright then. Yeah, I've got a person in industry now, right? We're all good? We're all good. I was one step ahead of you, man, even before you left. You now. Let's parlay. What is this? Our cost to perform this action. Oh, no. Let's talk to these guys. You've got stories to tell. You're a great species. Tribe leader wants proof that you are a reliable ally. They have brothers in prison in a nearby region, but only vague clues on their whereabouts. Find them, free them, and you will cement the tribe's trust. Kidnapped brothers are somewhere in a nearby region called Cosdrian. The rays of dust will only be visible within the range of your units. Locate the Urses village, which has a marker on it, and destroy it. Okay. We're going on a war march, apparently. Let's just hope our tech is up to snuff by the time that happens. Auto-explore. What's this? Click to automatically explore unknown territory with this army. Yeah, I mean, I just need those guys to go out and find whatever right now. But no. As a matter of fact, we'll turn that off. If it's taking us in this direction, they're probably somewhere around there, right? Yeah. That would make sense. Doesn't always have to make sense, but still, it makes sense. I've already probably made a million wrong decisions. But it's just a standard setting, so... We're already completing a lot of research at the very least. Cool. And I can build that now, right? Yes, as a matter of fact, I can. But what if I move that up in the queue? That's gonna take a while. Besides, if we finish the memorial first, it'll give us an extra 2 per turn, so... Oh dear. We're losing food. That's not good, right? That's really not good, if I understand this correctly. Whew. We need, This is interesting. I can slow that down, but I can't completely get rid of it. This is kind of a problem. So yeah, I need to find these guys as friends, like, soon. Like, sooner than soon. Oh, wait a second. No, those are ruins. Damn, I thought we found a dust trail. I was like, did we solve the quest already? I would have been incredibly impressed. Hey, Uber Sloth. Is this like Civilization? Yes, as a matter of fact, it is. Give me a second, by the way. You just reminded me of something. I forgot to actually send out a tweet and publish the promotional video that this stream was live. I don't know why your name did that. Probably because the last time I saw a name come in like halfway through the stream, somebody said, I got here through YouTube, and that just set off a chain in my mind like, oh crap, I've forgotten something. Yes, this is fantasy Civilization. Yes, that is exactly what this is. Slow-paced, easy. Theoretically easy. We're playing on the normal setting right now. Lots of tech, lots of research, diplomatic relations. We're currently pacifying dragons. Attempting to, anyway. We'll see how that works out for me in the future. Honestly. Hang on a second. Why is this suddenly taking way longer than it did before? What changed? What did I do differently? Oh, because people aren't working as much on... Oh, I get it now. Well, hang on a minute. City. 4 times the number of workers we've got. Okay, we're happy, but we're also losing 2.1 every turn. That's not good. That is not good. And I can't fix that either. That's the worst part. I can do my absolute best, but if I want all these problems to go in a good way for me, we need to just bite the bullet and wait 6 turns for this to solve itself. Because that Founders Memorial will give us 2 in every single resource. Oh, +1. What is this? Influence as well, which will be nice. Hey, man. You should know better than to expect perfection from me by now. Also, welcome to the chat quest. Thanks for coming tonight. Yeah, let's search this out. You have encountered a new minor faction, the Ursies. These are giant and powerful ogres, simple-minded but humble and withdrawn. Their size and shape shows that they are well suited to heavy labor and digging pits. Research of the location was worth the effort. That's 5 glass steel. Nice. And I wonder... Aw, you guys have no movement left. I guess we'll go talk to them on the next turn. We've got several different quests we can take on then. Like, if we can't immediately find the lost villagers for the Goron, maybe these guys will have an easier one for us. They'll have a location, everything. Just go here, kill this thing, and yeah, we'll follow you. But hey, that's why I have you guys, right? Whenever I fuck up, I can count on all of you to point it out to me. And honestly, I don't really feel... It's weird to say this, but I don't feel bad about it. Because when I forget something anymore, I take it as a humbling reminder that I am still human. That nothing I ever do will be perfect. It motivates me to be better, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Where are we in terms of research? Next turn, we'll have the seed placed down. And construction is going quite well. Plus 18. Oh, wait a second. Hang on a minute. Production. Plus 18. Minus 6 consumption. So every single person is 2. We never had a problem with food to begin with. So I can just do that and get this in 2 turns instead of, what was it, 10? No, it was 4. So yeah, let's speed that up and solve this problem. I didn't understand the numbers, I'm sorry. Again, only human... No. We can only parley with 1 species? You have already obtained a quest from a minor faction of the... we can only do 1 at a time! Balls! Well, wait a second. That's... There's somewhere in a nearby region called Kozdrian. Locate the right Ursi's village. The rays of dust will only be visible within the range of your units. Okay, so... The right Ursi's village. Which has a marker on it. Okay, so... These guys, these are not the droids we're looking for. However... we will find them eventually if we keep poking our nose around this area. Okay. For a second, I thought I had reason to be worried there. This is fun. I'm enjoying this, just walking through this step by step, explaining my thought process. And you know, I'm making an open... I'm probably going to regret this later, but I'm making an open invitation. If you guys have an idea of what I should do next, like what my next move should be, please say it. I'd love for us to all do this, for us to build this kind of thing together. It's the one time where I will actually... one of the few times where I will actually allow backseat gaming. Because, hey, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, that'll let us get heroes soon. At stake, 130 resources. Of wine. More happiness from a lot of people. Nice. Yeah, I want that. I want that a lot. So let's go find more spice. Yeah, there it is. There's a place we need to go sack. But in the meantime, we got 1 turn left till that memorial gets built. And then shortly after, we'll get even more industrial power. Then we can start worrying about building some big units. Researching guys who will keep this place safe in the absence of our scouting party. Guys who, by the time the scouting party comes back, will essentially make them completely and totally obsolete, let's be honest here. That's usually how it goes in my cities. Not gonna lie. Now, Husbandry Center. From bees to bison, this center for the study of native animal species accelerates their domestication and greatly improves food production. +5 food per person. -4 dust from city upkeep. Can only be built once in your empire. But let me actually look at something here. No. No. Remove that. I don't want to build that yet. How long would it take to build a public library? A lot less longer as soon as we get this mill foundry in place. So 6 turns altogether on top of the 8 for that, which will become even less once this next turn. Yeah, get more science, get more industry, just do all the things to accelerate, basically, is what's going on right now. Just resources. Build them all so that we can keep expanding as quickly as possible and nobody can stop us. I would say go for the luxury route at the moment. Seems to have the most benefits. Okay. So just keep exploring, talk to people, complete quests, and if I happen to find a place that'll give me spice, then we'll go build a place that'll let us harvest it. But that's a big if. We've got to be able to find spice first. And yeah, we haven't actually fully explored our borders, have we? There are these big holes off to the side. We don't know where we don't actually know where our borders end currently. We don't have full knowledge about our own kingdom. After I finish this whole bit, I should probably go fix that. Yay! Construction complete. What's next? Yeah, that dropped down by a few turns. And that actually balanced everything out, too. +2 from the Founders Memorial. We're only losing 0.4 per turn. I think we've got enough science for right now. Like, turn by turn, we're actually pumping out more of this than we probably need to between our leader and the fact that we haven't actually built the library yet. But mill comes first. Because, again, that'll help balance out all of the different resources we've got here. I want these numbers to keep increasing relatively close to one another, because then we're never lacking for anything. When it turns out I need... No matter what I need, I will never... It'll never be too far away, I guess is the best way of putting it. Yes, search for clues at this location. Search the location was worth... Oh, those were ruins, not a village. Where the hell are these guys? I've yet to find any of them. I'm starting to think maybe a more militaristic approach to this problem would have been a bit more beneficial. Oh well. It's always slow in the beginning, isn't it? Not a whole lot is happening. It's just about trying to figure out your build order and everything. It's like, where do I go? It's about finding the information you need. A new minor faction, the Dorgeshi. Banished after a series of feuds, these roving clan families left the life of their caravans and cities, exchanging the luxuries of merchants for the hardships of warriors. The clan's secrets of beast control were used to master the great Burdamek lizards, turning the Dorgeshi into a fearsome heavy cavalry. Alright, so we're actually outside of this kingdom right now. Like, these are the borders of this tribe, which means it's somewhere up here. Now I understand how borders actually work. So, past these guys, up here in the north, we will find that village we're looking for. We will find the correct Ursi's village. Whoa. This place looks like it was sacked by someone. Look at that, yeah. It's been pacified and destroyed, but no one controls it. I mean, if you're just gonna leave that there, I could just bring you guys into the fold. I mean, it's up to you. You could just stay there and burn, or we could welcome you with open arms, give you protection against things happening like this in the future. It's like, be our allies and we'll help you with your enemies. Pretty much is what's going on there. Yeah, I think that's a good course of action for next turn. I'm going off on a really big tangent here. It's like, I'll claim this city down here, they'll be in our debt, and then I'll start going north, and then something will probably happen on the way there too, which will completely distract me again. Speaking of distractions, how's research going? Good enough. You've what? What was that? What was that? Hang on a minute. We just encountered another status of diplomatic relations. We encountered the Mary. Hopefully their name, when translated to English, tells me all I need to know about how they're going to... Oh. Hi. Oh, this is their... This is their border. This is their region. I think, anyway. Like, this is us, right? Yeah, the Mazzari. So, if it was light blue, then we'd know for certain. This village is already pacified, so we can't actually do anything about that. So your army just came down, completely sacked those guys. It's already taken over, is what's going... But I want to control it. Can I control it? I want to control it. Nah. Let's not fight at the moment. I don't want to poke any bears quite yet. I think that's the... What happened? We encountered a new faction. We came across the guys that were apparently copying, the Mary. I don't want to attack him quite yet, though. Like, we'll just let him wander around and do his thing. It's only one unit. That's what? Like, look at him. He's not going to be able to do much. There's 6 of us and 1 of him. So, that is that for that. What did he go do? Yeah, moved around in borders beyond our own. Didn't want none. Hey, that looks like a rare resource. What is this? A titanium deposit. But those are not our borders, is the only problem. It'd be helpful if it was. So where the hell are these guys? This is the entire border that we've got here. This minor faction, Ursi's. This region. The correct Ursi's village. They said it was nearby. That's the part that throws me. Did we go in the complete wrong direction this entire time? Or did they already sack that village before, sack the village we needed to cover before we even got there? Are those people just gone? I have no idea. Hey, Princess Macabre. How are you doing tonight? Sorry about that. I was a little too focused on the game to see you come in. At least somebody in in this room has manners, right? brings you here tonight? Hopefully you didn't come here to see grand strategy. Because unfortunately I will not be providing that. As the title of the stream probably suggests to you already. I will try. I will do my best with the information I've got, which is not much. I will put on my best show possible, though. I was hoping to play with you? That's the other thing. I'm playing against the AI for that very reason. It's one of those... Maybe not during stream, because again, these games take forever. I'm already 3 hours in... well, 3 hours past my normal stream time, 2 hours into the stream, and we've barely even begun here. Like, I just got my mercenary market. But... I will tell you my Steam name if you want to play some other time off camera. That's Whatthefnu. Send me a request, and I will try to take care of that. I don't make any big promises because I'm inundated with YouTube and streams and everything, but yes, we will try to work something out. Unused resource boosters. In quite some time since you've last activated a booster. It can grant great advantages to your empire. It can! It certainly can, can't it? What were some of the other researches I had here? There was a facility that let me... There was a particular research that let me build specific... Yeah. The open pit mine lets me start building extractors of different kinds, depending on what resources we have access to. 6 turns. Save some influence points if you intend to implement critical policies. Considering we have no policies at the moment, yeah, I should probably start working on that. Are you able to attack them? And if so, would it be a wise decision? I mean, I don't want to push too many buttons if I can avoid it. Also, Benjamin Tardif. Welcome to the chat, man. I recognize you, I'll say that much. You and I have had some great conversations in the past. You're also really active on my Ask FM page, and thank you. Somebody's got to do it. That and this mysterious benefactor I've had, who keeps sending me packages at my P.O. box, which is... Holy crap, I'm blown away every time he does that. That's so cool that anybody out there thinks I'm worth it like that. Yeah, okay, let's start heading in the opposite direction. There's something down here, and hopefully it's the villagers we've been looking for. Yeah, I could have sworn there was a way for us to build a glass steel production facility in our town. At least that's what it was shown during the tutorial. What's in the packages? Oh, all kinds of small things. Like, don't mean to show off too much, but you might have seen in the FNU's forum videos, he sends me games sometimes, maybe some shows and anime. Like, this is something I want to play with Hidden the Truth a little later. Wild Guns Reloaded. That was really cool. Great arcade game. Also, a incredibly rare Super Nintendo cartridge if you could get your hands on it. And also, this movie, April in the Extraordinary World. He sent me all kinds of great stuff like that, and I'm adding all of it to the queue. I want to do something with all of that. I want to take advantage of every gift I've been given, hence why I'm doing this tonight. Somebody gifted me, Ryza specifically gifted me this game on Steam, and I was like, yeah, I feel like I can do this kind of thing. Let's have a go at it, as the sniper would say. Yeah, 6 turns to go on that. Holy crap. As we go, science just keeps increasing. Maybe we should have built that public library. Holy crap. What's in the build order here? Oh, yeah, we're working on it. And as soon as that foundry is built, that library is coming soon after. Maybe I should change up my research, as a matter of fact. Like, start putting some points in that Empire Mint. Get some more dust coming in so I don't have to worry too much about cutting into those profits. Because more people will just keep coming, is the thing. More citizens will just keep moving in. Is it the best idea to build it? Plus 10 from a city tile. How to increase approval? How? How? Don't think I'd be willing to watch the whole thing. The whole playthrough of this game, I don't blame you. These take forever. It's one of those ideas. The whole one more turn philosophy comes from the person who's playing it, not the person who is watching it, honestly. There are some people out there who probably use it for ASMR purposes or something. You think I could make a living off of that kind of thing? Just listen to the sound of my voice as we drop a nuke on this fool who thought they could mess with our kingdom. Yeah, look at that. Look at all of that production. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. Alright, what's next? What are we lacking in and what do we need? Where do we start building out? There's a whole lot of science up in this corner here. We've also got some extra industry on the way. What's worth it more? There's this big old patch of 5 moss pearls down there. +4 for moss pearls, knack for knowledge, grassland, terrain with plains, whole bunch of food, whole bunch of that. We'd get a lot of industry on the way and a lot more food if we kept building down in that direction. Again, I probably want to scout out the lands around me before I start to expand, know where it's worth it to go. Because this is about planning in the future, right? Now we can just go directly, right? Guys? I can cancel that movement, yeah? Alright, if you want to go about it that way, we can. I don't know how you thought that was the right way to go. We can't see. Ugh. Just mentioned that this isn't my sort of game. Well. That's also true. I mean, that's a valid reasoning right there. Which is why I try to play a whole lot of different things. This was just, again, this was given to me by somebody, so I'd feel like kind of a dick if I didn't do something with it. Big old turn for negotiations coming up, despite what we spent to make peace with the other kingdoms. Actually, yeah. World's coming into view here. Hey. What is this? A glass steel deposit. Hold on a minute. Can we build a structure on that? Hold on a minute, guys. Wait a second, that's another village. Another Ursi's village. Wait a minute. Wait. Why do they have that now? Select a valid target. Their faction seems surprisingly dismissive of your power, given that they are pathetic in comparison to your lordly brilliance. Perhaps if other peoples had the same excellent opinion of you that you have of yourself, diplomatic efforts would go more smoothly. To pacify the Urses and Cosdrian, awe those village fools with the glory of your empire. Colonize the region of Cosdrian. You need a settler to colonize a new region. Alright, I think we've got one of those, don't we? Or do we need to build one right now? They're not in the barracks, so yeah, we need to put that guy on the board. What's up, man? That's the question you need to ask as I bribe the minor faction village. Will be pacified immediately, but at a cost of dust. What is this now? I probably need to walk over it before it'll let me take it, but... It's all about waiting. That's the part that kills you, is the waiting. You're waiting for things to happen so you can do the thing with the other thing, and oh my god, there's always some new goal you're working towards. That's what keeps you going. That's what keeps you playing and moving and building. Keeps you motivated. Just one more turn. I swear. I'll be done after this turn. I just need to build this village. No, wait. Now I just discovered this new area over here. Oh my god. Okay. One more turn. Just one more. Quest, free our people. So as a matter of fact, we were right the whole time. The game just lied and didn't tell us. Okay, locate the right Urses village, which has a marker on it, and destroy it. Phew. All right. One more turn till the library, which unfortunately will cost an extra coin, but... I wonder what happens if you just salt the earth in your own capital. Do you just lose the game immediately? It's like, why do they even give you that button? Why do we even have that lever? Three turns. So 3 and 1 is what we're aiming for. There's probably more I could be doing here, but... Completed! More science! All the science! Huh. No, I remember that, Uber Sloth. The fact that you can equip yourself with different microchips, and there's one that has your OS on it, and if you unequip it, you die. That I love shit like that in games. It's one of those moments where the player learns, oh, they thought of that. I'm not as clever as I thought I was. Yeah, free our people. I've got to destroy this place. Find and destroy it. So, let's go. First battle. Oof. They're actually way stronger than me. Oh. I can't back out of this, can I? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is bad. This is That's unfortunate. Welp. I'm gonna make do with what I got. Okay. At the very least, I can put you guys there, so you'll both have a clean shot at that guy on the first turn. I can weaken them a little bit. Hold position. Hold position. You shoot at that guy. You shoot at that guy. Just focus them down. Get rid of one unit at a time here. If we can do that, maybe we can work this out. Okay. Okay, 34. 34. It's going to take us at least 2 more turns to beat that guy. Wait a minute. These guys are too slow. They actually can't catch me. You guys move there. You guys move there. I want you to... No, wait. You guys move over this way. You guys move over there, because then they'll still be in range. Back it up. Back it up. Keep backing up. Oh, now you decide to run. How much attack does this guy have? 44. How much defense do I have? 26. That's gonna hurt if he hits me. Yeah. And you attack. Yeah, I thought that was weird, because he has a speed... They both have a speed of 2. They just gave me a chance to fight them, no problem. Kite them, it's your only chance. I mean, this guy's going down. Like, there's no two ways about that. Not this turn, but the turn directly after. How did I not get... Oh, because of altitude. That's why. Oh, unit size. I get it now. That's where it comes from. Oof. So remember how I said this guy was going down? Why can't I move and attack in the same turn? That's kind of bugging me. Fly, you fools. I don't think it's gonna give me a run option. Is that even available? Also, Bomop, welcome to the chat. Sorry, I had to read that a few times. For some reason, my brain filled that in as Bwomp, which is equally fun to say. Less proper to the English language, but equally fun. Well, these guys, unfortunately, they can't take him down. They're at least going to make a desperate last stand here. Fire back first. Point blank. Ow. Well, that sucked. That sucked a lot. But I know what to do better next time. Right, okay. It's gonna be like that, huh? Let's go into my army management screen here. Yeah, let's make a new type of marine, shall we? New. This is why I started building up, wait a second, no. I don't want to build him yet, because I'm currently researching how to make better weapons. Give that one more turn, and then we'll be able to build someone a lot stronger. Move, then hit, yeah. I don't know if it gave me an option to run, that's the thing. If it did, I didn't see it. Oh my god, those guys have a claim on the glass steel. If I don't convince them to join me, I won't be able to actually take advantage of that. Alright. At least nobody's hostile to me yet. Not yet. Eventually they will be, but not now. When they realize I'm going to win, then they're going to start poking around my borders and being like, yeah, I don't care how this looks to my populace, I'm taking you down. Yeah, nothing now to it but to do it. Come on, guys, don't take forever to take your turn. There you go. Advanced alloys. Got way better weapons. So, I'm gonna make a new type of marine. I'm gonna call these guys smashers. Because that is what they are programmed to do at this point. Oh, this actually requires glass steel. Ah. Do I want to spend that? That's a... and I need 6 of these guys. Damn, that's tough. I don't have a way to generate that resource either. That's the hard part about this. I mean, I can use a lot of the basic gear here, but that's about it. Better helmet, better armor. Some shoes. Now it's up to what accessory I want to give them. Improved movement or improved vision and sharp sense? Hold on, what does that do? Okay, +1 vision on the world, plus 20% defense against ranged attacks. That's all right, but what is improved movement? +3 initiative, +1 movement, +1 battle movement. Is this the new Civ game? No, not quite. But it is a 4X. Like, thanks to Ryza, I know what the name of the genre is now. Right, we're still only about half the attack and defense of those guys. But if we make a big enough army of these dudes, like if we create a set of units like 4 or 5 strong, I'm pretty sure, with guys this big, I'm pretty sure we can just go crush that village. Yeah, in the meantime, we're going to keep... Those are our smashers. In fact... Let's edit those guys. Can I not change the name of them? Okay, fine. I wanted to call them Orc Smashers. But I guess smashing things in general is also cool. Whatever. Yeah, alright. It'll take 6 turns just to build one of them, but... Yeah. 4 sounds good. God, that's a long time to build up a really good army. Also, welcome to the chat, Swirl. Glad to have you here, man. Shouldn't make people hate you. With the violent ones, an obvious as an exception, as they have no way of knowing you're getting close to ending the game. This is fair, actually. I mean, again, going back to Civilization Beyond Earth, they kind of know, because you've got that giant flower or tree, whatever, just blooming in the middle of your city for 20 turns. It's sort of like when you pass the amount limit in... Settler and... What? Oh, that guy's eating a lot of our food. Whoa, where did all that come from? For 3 turns, we're actually going to be down a lot of food. This guy is eating resources like a... Jeez. Can I actually, can I lower that at all? No, it doesn't go up or down. It's just that guy. Huh. Alright. We're just gonna have to live with it. Hi, man. Glad to see you come here. Did you enlist Snorlax into your army? I might as well have. But theoretically, this guy's gonna get me another settlement, so... Cavalry Slayer. Blocked growth. Unsellable. I love some of these titles for abilities. It's like, yay! I'm completely useless. Except in this one specific situation. Yeah, alright. Actually, I've got all of this gold. I could probably... No, I need 275 in order to fast build this one. Because of course I do. But at the very least, it's turn 20 now, so I can start setting policies. Alright. Plan available. You can now create an empire plan. Let's edit this. So, science and industry. The influence cost of your empire plan with the current settings. It'll cost me exactly 20 points to do that. I've got 26 altogether. Plus 20% science on cities. Unit cost reduction on cities. Plus 2 vision on units. Plus 3 dust per citizen on cities. Yeah, alright. And I need to actually get Era 2 technology before I can go even further down that. Even if I had a ton of influence, I couldn't spend it yet. So that works. More science. More science! And more military, if you please. I don't even know why I'm bothering sitting around waiting for this. No matter how many times I look back at the screen, it's still going to take 3 turns for me to get better armor. It's still going to take another 2 for that unit to be done, so I may as well just click through this. And then finally... Oh. Yes. I have a settler, and he's mine. Better armor. Completed a settler. I summon thee. Yes. Okay. Got a settler now. Now, what was the goal again? I want to double check this and make sure I do it right. Okay. Snark and Awe. Colonize the region of Kozdrain. You need a settler to colonize a new region. So, the settler. Teleport. Transfer. Auto explore. Garrison, transfer. Okay. So this guy, he can travel 4 spaces per turn? No, stop. Why go that direction? You've got all of this. All of this. You couldn't just go blap, 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 blap. Oh, I hate the auto pathfinding in this game. This sucks. It's done that a few times now. This is me breaking down after being like, how did it decide that was the optimal path there when you've got a clear shot that it would have taken 1 turn instead of 3 or whatever this is? But no, you gotta go all the way around and through the forest and everything. Fine, whatever. I'm not an advanced AI. I didn't have years of development behind my brain. You do you, sweetheart. It's frustrating too. I'm enjoying myself a lot. It's just that one nitpick. Yeah, fine. Wait, what? What are you? Oh no. Oh no, that's a roaming army. You son of a bitch. And me without my Marines. Oh boy. Let me look at the map here. Let's look at the map. How do I check what? How do I double check? Oh, wait a second. This is Cosdrian. Yes, okay. So settlers. How do these guys work? I don't understand. How do settlers... Anybody in the chat who has played this game before, explain to me how settlers do what they do. Where am I headed right now? I need to figure out where I need to put these guys so that I can fulfill this one quest condition, which is I need to colonize the region of Cosdrian. So basically, I just bring these guys within the borders of this continent here and just set up shop, pretty much. Just go all the way up here, plant my flag in the middle, and be like, this is mine now. Go to a region you've pacified and settle the region. Pacified, which means this guy is utterly and completely useless right now. I need to take out both of the... Wait a second, that doesn't make sense! How am I supposed to pacify this region if this village is still standing? Wait... So, hold up. This village, in a region I have not pacified yet, has a quest that says I need to pacify the region in order to... God, I just went cross-eyed. Ugh. I'm missing something here. There's no way that rule makes anything even resembling sense. Settle it anyway. I think in this case, just settle it anyway. Okay, I'll try. I'll try. Speaking of which, where's research at right now? Sewer system is 3 away. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm building a whole bunch of military because I have no idea what the hell these guys are gonna do. Okay. I've already got 3 people devoted to tech. This is the hard part. Oh no, you're a pain. Population has changed in 1 or more of your cities. Orlenar has grown to 4. Plus 18. Minus 8. Everybody seems to be happy so far. Although we've got that big guy. Yeah, he's probably gonna attack this place, isn't he? All I've got is militia. That's the worst part. There's 2 of them there. They have 100 points each. This is not gonna end well. Damn it, I built my smashers way too late. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tribe. Auto Explorer. Yeah, we've already parlayed with this village. Alright, end turn. I built this city on rock and roll. And it's gonna shake until it falls apart, apparently. No, I don't want to use those. You don't understand, that's not how this tech goal works. Where the hell is that guy going? Alright, bye, dude. That was interesting. Wait, hold on a second. What are you guys talking about? Oh! Right, Shin Megami Tensei, now I understand. I was like, is this an RP thing going on here? Well, no. Role-playing game, maybe, but... Yeah, look at that. I can just found a new city in this region whenever I like. The question is where? I'm thinking... up here, and then we could just build over to the titanium deposit? Yeah, that seems like a good course of action. We're not out for the count yet. We had a bit of a stumbling block there. What? Some ancient architect laid a foundation here. You've reached a new research era. Iron Tier 2 weapons and armor available for heroes and ground units. They'll be veterans and cost more. Watchtower foundations revealed. Watchtower foundations? Empire Plan Level 2 available. Legendary deeds of the era are unlocked and achievable. So wait, is this just me because of the amount of research I've done? Do I only see this because I've put so much into science at this point? Thanks to the scientific progress of your empire, new legendary building and deeds are available and ready to be complete. But you must be fast. Only one empire will be able to achieve each one of them and receive the benefits. Okay, so theoretically, if I'm the first person to do this kind of thing, I could hop into my research here and be like, so Master of Markets... be the first to earn 2,000 influence from the beginning of the game in order to gain the reward. Be the first to attack and defeat at least 10 armies of other empires. And be the first to build the legendary building, Industrial Megapole. How the hell do I... Okay, the Museum of Ariga. How do I build that? I guess I just need the right resources, honestly. I'm lacking enough titanium for it to happen. Do I want anything else from this previous era here? It'd be nice to be nice to have a lot of these things. Like, this is just a passive effect. How long would it take? 4 turns? Right, but what's over here now? We're in Era 2, we may as well start. Imperial coinage. Unlocks the resources and stockpile selections in the marketplace. Exploited river tile. Granary. Unit buyout reduction on cities. Deep generator. Harnessing the mighty power and timeless fires of the deep. Vaulter backup generators provide sustainable and reliable energy that is missing on the surface. So we get 10% everything for a city. This cost indicates that the holy resource has to be chosen. So, ooh, that's a resource I don't have yet. How do we get holy resources? Unlocks ship travel on water on Empire. Roads are automatically created between cities and adjacent regions, regardless of diplomatic status, one of which having this improvement built. Improves the roads paved into paved roads. Used by trade routes, grant movement bonus, -3 from city upkeep, but... Okay, so that's a good one. We might want to put into that. +1 minor faction assimilation. I can have an extra one if I want. Diplomacy. I can just propose a peace treaty with somebody. It's like, we're good. Can end a Cold War. That would be really nice. It's between roads and being able to tell people I don't want to fight anymore. Glory of the Empire. Central Market. Hydrology. Alchemical armor. An alchemy workshop. Again, this will just make everything a lot faster, but I don't have the titanium! Balls to it! Meritocratic promotion. Perhaps officers should be promoted based on skill, not bloodline. In addition, money saved on formal dinners can be spent on upgrading equipment. I mean, man's got a point. Citizen armies. Rather than using mercenaries or recruiting and disbanding armies as needed, techniques are developed to democratize military training and practices. Extra XP when recruiting a unit or units? This is all good stuff. This is all really good stuff. But it all requires gold, which comes back to this. I'm thinking, yeah, we want to build that Empire Mint first before we do any of this. Meritocratic. Promotion. Now, how many do we need on this? 9 from the previous era before we move forward? I still want to know how to get a lot of these resources. I got a titanium and glass steel extractor, I just need a way to actually collect them. Which makes me think I just want to build the city on top of the titanium deposit. Because then I'll just have that. These titans. These big guys. I learned my lesson from last time. So once I have 10 lined up, the important ones, first let's secure our borders and then I'll worry about peace. How about that? And by then, no, actually, we'll take both of these out of it. We'll put the science boost in between them. And then, on terrain with industry during summer... Management sciences, city improvement, that works. A central market. Brings in goods from across Auriga. New jobs and experiences are created as the population find new ways to indulge itself. There we go. That's our plan for Era 2. Got a big old set of research that we'll be working towards. Heading off to bed? Alright, see you later, Blue. Somebody sent me a message. Ah, okay. I'll address that after the stream is over. But for now, we've got units to move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nobody out there worry, it's nothing serious. Alright. I'm gonna figure out this whole auto-pathing thing. Why do they move the way they do? I'm very curious about this. Is there a way I can stop this? Do I just move them like one tile at a time and that will fix it? Next turn, I can theoretically make it to that space, get a whole lot more science in this area, and then I'll just be able to expand out to that spot. Or I could just build it in the middle and again, I'll just have it. Start off at a bit of a disadvantage there. Roads sound pretty sweet, to be honest. Yeah. That's why I put research points into them. The First Stone Legion. Yeah, that makes sense for that name, as a matter of fact. Because they laid the brickwork for this, wait, what? Oh, they're moving through a forest. I get it now. Well, can't do it that turn. This'll work. This will do what I want it to. It's taken a long-ass time. But finally, I think the night's about to come to an end. The dark times have closed. Yeah, there we go. Maintain a minimum of 3 influence in your new city, Khazrian, for 5 turns. Minimum of 3 influence, okay. I need to maintain it for a while, and then I will still be... I mean, that's 3, right? 3 influence plus 3 from city? That should be it, right? I was okay. Welcome to the chat, Pillow Slutter. I haven't watched a whole lot of Abridged series lately, but I definitely want to. Where is it? No, this is bullshit. Look at this. Look, I have a titanium deposit right there. Why can't I take advantage of it? Like, you see this thing, right? Like, look in my research here. Okay, now, watch. Over here, the Alchemist Furnace. Effects. Now, the Titanium Extractor. For some reason, I can't build that right now. Even though I've got the resource right there, do I just automatically have it? Or... I don't know. I don't know. Let's build this first. Available constructions. Oh, there's like different people for each city. I didn't realize that. Well, this will just speed everything up in the future. Yes, Benjamin. If it's not something that needs to be kept private, and that's why I thought you sent the PM in the first place, is because you didn't want to talk about it in public. But if you don't mind talking about it in chat, then go right ahead. It gives us something to chat about while all this strategy is happening. Hey, wait a second. So we can build... So these are in here. We can technically place those down. Swap over to this area here. Borough streets. Plus 15 approval per extra level on city tile. Can be used as resource extractor. Because that's the thing. That's what I'm looking for. I want to build that structure that lets me actually take those resources back. Plus 20% science. Again, do I just have that now? I have so many questions about how this game works, and nobody explained this to me during the tutorial. Hey, Slade. Welcome to the chat, man. Thanks for coming tonight. I love how there are so many names I recognize these days. I really should stream more often, I feel like. Give everybody a reason to keep coming. Yeah, we're locked down here until I can build that army. Construction complete. It's going to be quite a few turns before we're ready to do the rest of this, though, is the only thing. Until we have enough smashers to go do an attack against those guys again. Look at all that glass steel I've got. Where am I getting glass steel from? I just realized this. Is it just because that's within my borders now? But I'm not getting titanium. Of course I'm not. I have no idea. It'll make sense as we go, I'm sure. Speaking of things that make sense, Empire Mint is only one turn away. Here we go, turn 30. Hey, I'm glad you're here either way. Would Team Pizza be willing to publish a game from another developer? Dude, we can't even publish our own games right now. Like, that's the dream, to have enough money to be able to basically be Devolver Digital. Essentially, or Tiny Build, somebody like that, where you've got so much money and so many resources, you've got connections in the industry, you can be like, hey, we can give you the marketing push you need. We know all of the ins and outs and the little details about this and that and the other thing, and we can help you. That's the thing. I could offer that kind of service, but I'd have no idea what kinds of benefits I would be able to give that person. Like, we need to establish ourselves first. It's nothing against you, it's just I don't know what the hell I'm doing in this industry. I'm in the same boat as this theoretical other game. So that's where we're at right now. Ooh. But yes, if we ever get to that point, definitely. If we see a game that we really like, I'd love to just throw money at it. Because if I've got that kind of cash, it's like, what the hell am I going to do with it, right? Might as well give it to the people who need it to make something awesome. Oh, did winter just roll in? It is now winter, the dark season. In winter, life and movement are more difficult. The hell? What's going on up here? Oh, you son of a bitch. This guy's coming up to try and attack my city, you motherfucker. My smashers aren't ready. They've only got 100 life compared to whatever that thing is. Oh my god, I hate these guys. Sprite artist in training, just throwing that out there. Cool. I'm definitely going to write all these down. Like, any resource you've got is useful. Like, contacting people, knowing people, looking at their portfolios, that kind of thing. This sucks so hard. I would never have built that city if I knew they were just gonna smash it. Fuck these guys. I hate these dudes. I hate them so much right now. Alright, hang on a second. Wait a minute. You cannot assimilate a minor faction at this moment. You must control a city in a region containing the faction, pacify or destroy at least one of the villages below. We did pacify one! We did, as a matter of fact. Oh my goodness. I did. I pacified them quite easily. Yet for some reason I can't see around there either. Like, they were right here. I know they were right around here. There was a city in this exact spot. There it is. In Ursi City. It's pacified. It's mine. Those guys were impressed by what I did. Just remember to include an Easter egg in your game. Dodge the orbital laser. Now that's going to be an Easter egg. Just going to keep my mouth shut. I almost said something about something that may or may not be happening in the future. Oh, boy. I've got to wait 6 turns for these guys to be ready. That was dumb. That was so dumb. I should never have sent those guys forward without somebody to protect them. Ah! You assholes. Why is everybody in content? From expansion disapproval. What? Parry the orbital laser. Yes, that's the one. Nothing is going right now. It's one of those really demoralizing kind of things. Like, it feels like this. I may as well just... Right, if they're giving us a chance to name this, we're gonna go with the name they gave us in the tutorial, the Kingdom of Splat. I should have taken this one step at a time. I expanded too quickly, now there's no way I can get to those guys. I should have just stayed in one place, kept building technology, building a super powerful army nobody could stop. Now is the winter of your discontent? Yeah, pretty much. I'll give this a few more turns. Honestly. Here he goes. What a trooper. Look at him go, everybody. I don't know, maybe he'll be like that other roaming army and just keep on going in the opposite direction. And it's like, oh, what's this water? You know what I need to fix this foul mood? A little bit of homemade cake. I immediately... As soon as I stop being disgusting. Give me a second. Before I was so interrupted by my consumption, I was going to say I immediately feel better after that decision. Did we already... Yeah. Wait a second. Blue ones are ones we've already researched, right? Yeah, so we just got the Empire Mint. Which I'm thinking of pumping up a few places in this queue here. Because having a gigantic army of smashers is great, but... Oh, we're actually losing money right now. -7 from hero upkeep. Yeah, we need to fix that right now. Oh boy, we need to fix that. Nice. This conversation going on in chat is really cool right now. I love that you two just randomly met through the fact that you like watching these streams. And it's like, hey, we all share the same interests together. That's kind of awesome. Now, where's this guy going? Is he just... He's not attacking my city. That's interesting. One goes up, the other goes down. Come to think of it. Hey, wait a second, what's going on here? Ah, right, Empire plans. Population has changed. Khazrian. What does Khazrian do? +11, -6. We can move one of you guys over here. Maybe speed up that mill foundry a little bit. And just a wee bit. +20 from security. If I asked you if I've ever heard of Rifts, I've heard of it, but I've never played it. But a lot of people say it is one absolutely fantastic MMO, though. Buy this at the construction cost of 57 dust. Considering I need dust now, yes, that would probably be a wise investment. 249, that's kind of steep, but I feel like I need to accelerate a bit. We're up to +5 now. Okay. Splat has finished everything it needs to do there. We got a ton of glass steel now. I might actually be able to start... Rifts. A papal... oh, that one. Well, yes, I actually have heard of it. Never played it, but... What was that guy doing there? I am really curious what that guy was doing. Is he just scouting out the city and being like, is this worth attacking? Is it not? I'll go back to the city with more information. Yeah, basically what's happening right now is I'm building up a huge collection of these guys. And then when they're all together, build a gigantic army, we're gonna go stomp that city into the fricking ground. These guys will... this city, sorry, I forget that I have a mouse. These guys will be our friends after that, and all will be hunky-dory in the land of Splat. Yes, Rifts is basically as I understand it correctly, it's a dimension hopping RPG tabletop. I've been getting into tabletop lately, by the way. Been having a ton of fun with it. That's actually one of the reasons this stream was a little later tonight than it should have been, is because I was trying to... Oh, thank goodness, winter's over. Summer has returned, making everything lush and green. No, actually I won't... Wait, what? Visionary leader? Be the first to pacify 8 villages? What? Oh, son of a bitch. Well, you can't do everything. Yeah, I don't think glass steel actually counts towards this wealth harvester thing. So we might as well just spend that on a booster, you know? What is this Empire boost? Plus 20% dust on cities. Fine by me. I'll speed us up for a while. 10 turns, at least. Have something to lean back on once we start building an army for the ages, as it were. Speaking of which, this is what, 1 turn away? Yeah, and that'll actually help us out a lot, because then it'll lower the cost of armies. In 1 turn, this whole situation will get much better for us. Climb up, give me what I'm owed. Now we are researching the Titan. One big burly unit. Khazarine's doing well. New people have been introduced. How you guys doing on food? Doing okay, actually. You might have a surplus if you keep working on your ways to produce it. Sadaku. It's Earth in the center. It's by the same guys who actually made Heroes Unlimited, which is another system we run. But Pathfinder is what I've been getting into. Holy crap, it takes forever to make a character in that game, but it's so worth it when you're done. This bugs me so much. I'm just sitting here twiddling my thumbs. This game looks like it's out of my league. There's a pretty extensive tutorial here that explains all of this stuff to you. They talk about things like... Wait a second. It's gained enough experience to reach level 3. Nice. Let's go to the academy. What do you got? I forgot. You can equip a lot of this stuff immediately. And she's super powerful. I could assign her... I could build an army and then assign her to it, but then my research goes way down. Like, look at this. Plus 8 science per hero's level on city. If she's the governor. Plus 8 per level. She's level 3 now. I don't think she has to worry about that. I will go in her skill tree, though. More movement. That's looting. Yeah, I can give you that. If I level it up again, what does it do? Oh, it's more. I can just stack it, is all. Allows the hero to leave besieged cities. I mean, that's my capital. If I lose that, we're all kind of screwed, but... What is this? All trading caravans contain a renowned philosopher who curates a roving expedition of antique curios. No blockade penalty on FIDs? City blockades can be bypassed. 15 defense on hero. +4 fortification recovery per turn. Indiana bones. Hero's creativity in reducing his army's costs knows no bounds. Alright, 2 skill points. May as well increase it even more. And we can reassign these later, right? So we don't have to worry too much about how we assign them now. Let's take a quick peek in here. 5 turns left on the Titan. Sorry, I almost said it again. Yeah. Camera, you want to agree with me here? Like, when I move the mouse up, it just goes straight up. Like, can I use the arrow keys for this purpose? Yes, I can. Okay. That's actually a lot easier. I wanted to do most of this with the mouse, but if you insist... There's that troll again. I'm coming for you, buddy. You think you're nice, you think you're clever over there. Just you wait. Just you wait. You'll get yours, buddy. Yes. Influence points, wait a second. The current settings. Each new city will increase the cost of the tier. Ooh. Oh, I see. So if I want to keep that going, it's going to cost me over time. So increasing the amount of influence I've got is actually really important. That makes sense. I'll keep my eyes open for it. It's by the guys who made a system I already like, so yeah, I'll definitely give Rifts a shot if I get the chance. One more turn, here we go. The big units are almost done. And you know what? With each of them at 100 health and 55 attack, they've got all of that. They've got added defense, added attack, more damage. I think it's time to actually. And if I put a hero in charge of that unit, that should be enough to crush these guys, right? Yes. Let's make an army. What? Wait. Hold on a second. Assigned to an army. Yes, okay. First Stone Legion. Okay. Alright, we're losing 1 per turn. However, it's time to go crush some orcs, people. I've been waiting a long ass time for this. Keep it going, man. You're almost there. We're losing 1 coin per turn, but I don't care. This is our military plan right now. You bastards are going down. Oh yeah, look at that. We're actually doing a lot better this time. It seems the tides are in my favor now. Khazrian reinforcements. We actually got people coming back from this. It's like, yeah, we want those guys gone as much as you do. Okay, so... what can this unit do? Long range, 4 attack range. So, wow, that's actually a long way away. Way away from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, we could actually do that turn. If we focused this guy down, we might be able to take him down before the battle even begins. Like, wait a minute, no. We actually want to focus on that guy. He's still wounded. These guys are still damaged from the last... I thought it had been long enough. They wouldn't still be hurting from that, but no, they are. Well, that changes everything. Alright, I'm ready for deployment. Yeah. No, you shoot at him. 2 of you shoot at him. No, actually, you're within range, so you go that way. You do that, and you guys do that. Let's go. Oh, no. You better not. After everything? I thought it was still going to take the same amount of damage. Ah, boy. Right, okay. No, you leave them alone. Don't you even start. Don't you even start. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You don't understand how this works. You ain't taking down the militia of one of my local cities, alright? It's not how this goes. Man, I wish I had Tabletop Simulator. I know it's on sale right now, and I should definitely get it. Guys, no. Your militia, this isn't gonna work. Oh, they're actually they're faring pretty well, believe it or not. Probably because they're hiding out in the forest. We might actually win this battle. Come on, guys. Come on. You can do it. Huh. If they're taking the offensive tactic, it seems they actually can target an enemy and move at the same time. I guess it was because I was giving them the attitude, hold your ground, like don't move in response to new enemies. Yeah, look at that. I'm just chewing through units. They haven't even taken down one of my guys yet. This is so good. This is what I wanted. This is what I was looking for. What just happened? What just happened? My game just closed out for some Dark Lord! You have no idea what you've just given me! Holy shit, hang on a second. Shoot, I know we're fighting orcs right now, but hold on a minute. This is gonna look really weird to everybody for a second. Thank goodness I've got my Skype closed out so I can actually show this to you guys. Alright, so... Game? Can you... Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, so... I've got Tabletop Simulator now. Do you even realize how many streams I'm going to do where I'm playing games with this? This is going to be awesome. Thank you so much for that, man. Oh, this is going to be great. You have led us to a bright, bright future, friend. Holy crap, guys. Thank you. How is that guy not getting damaged? Are we just not hitting him or what? Nice. God, this was a great night. I am so glad I streamed. Not just because I'm getting presents. What a way to end this off. What a way. We're gonna get revenge on these trolls. We're gonna fill this guy full of arrows. We got a free game. I've still got cake here. To victory, everybody! Just the one little arrow goes clean through his skull. Finish him! Yeah, this settlement is mine now. All opposing troops have been destroyed. Return to the tribe's village and restore their trust. All right. Good stuff, everybody. What a turn. And we're actually going to learn how to build even bigger and badder units next turn. I think the First Stone Legion can actually get rid of the hero now. I mean, we're not going to fight any more wars anytime soon. She was mighty useful, too. Completed a mill foundry so we can build even bigger and badder things in our side city. Let's solve the problem and build an empire mint up there. More money coming in. Yeah, rebuild that city. Oh, hey. It's a troll. Should we? I mean, he's just kind of minding his own business over here. Catan, Boss Monster, the Dark Souls card game, Red Dragon Inn. Oh, yes, everything. Tabletop Simulator has everything. Yeah, this guy's probably going to cause issues for this pacified settlement here. So I'ma just, yeah, I don't trust him. Don't trust him one bit. You know what? You know what? I think I've made a good enough impression on these guys. He knows. He knows better than to make a move. I'll strike him down. For now, I've got a village to go pacify. I've got a village to pacify, and I've got to go Yeah, look at him. He's just a wandering army. Just going around the world doing whatever he wants. I don't have to fight him. I mean, there's a goal related to that kind of thing, so maybe I should. Parlay. Yay! Glass steel! And another settlement. It's all blue from here. We got a new city. We got 2 new settlements. They're all built up and working towards bigger and greater things. I think that's actually going to be a stream for tonight. This isn't even close to being a game, but... Minor faction Guaran is ready to be assimilated into your empire? Ah. I could do those guys. Or I could do the Ursies. Do I let them live their own thing, or do I make them a part of us? It's like, you will learn. You will learn. Plus 5% life per pacified and rebuilt Goron village on units. Plus 5 building production cost reduction per pacified and rebuilt Ursi's village on cities. Building production cost reduction. Do I want to build faster, or do I want more life for units? Better war, better industry. You know what? Yeah. Welcome to the fold, guys. I'm gonna be the bigger man about this. And that is that for that. Thank you all very much for coming to the stream tonight. Maybe we'll continue this again tomorrow night. Like, do you guys want to see the continued adventures of the Kingdom of Splat? Should we do this again then? Make this another recurring game on top of Final Fantasy IX here? Or should we move on to something else? I did promise people I would go buy a Steam game myself. I think Retro Game Crunch actually won the poll in the Discord. If you guys want to see that, whichever one you guys want to see, let me know. For now, I'm going to sign off. Until then, I'm Whatthefnu. Later, everybody.